Hello, guys, gals, and NB pals. My name is Nurse Allison Rose. Welcome back to the Cool Cat game. We have another SMO Any Percent race coming up for you here. Two excellent gamers are here to provide us with their gaming skills, VGR and SMO David. Anything you gamers want to say before we get started?
I finished a 58-20 earlier, so my confidence is pretty high.
Wow! GG on that.
Thank you.
So you got a PB then, 5820?
No, my PB is a 58-12.
5812, okay. Sarah New, can we get that updated on the layout, please? 5812 for VGR?
Still, second 58 is nothing to push over. I know that's not your second, but still.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty epic run, so.
I mean,
Alright,
obviously, I don't expect to do that good in this race, especially considering I won't be doing DSS and did in that run, but
fair enough. Fair enough. Well, good luck to you both. Whenever you're both ready, you can get ready up in the race time. Thank you.
So that we don't have to talk 20 minutes about this.
Talk 20 minutes about what?
DSTA.
Oh,
I put it in chat.
yeah, DSTA is a thing, but if you've watched enough SMO speedrunning, I'm sure you've heard plenty of people talk about it, so I'm sure you don't want to hear us blabbing on about it. Right now, we're just waiting for the race time to start on because there's a little bit of an offset given whatever route these runners are using. I suspect VGR is probably doing a reverse town route. David probably is too, but not sure on that.
I'd say with the amount of time that we're still waiting, they're both going to do reverse town. Because
Given
with
what,
reverse town, you did a huge offset.
yeah, it's like 40 seconds or something like that.
Sad,
Anyways,
the thing is, we've explained it so many times. Sorry, go
yeah, I
ahead.
mean, I was gonna say, anyways, we're going into Cap Kingdom for our required 2 minutes and 20-ish seconds of the same gameplay on every single run.
Yeah, this kingdom can't really be optimized much further than it is in the BTT or even in TAS, just because of the fact that it's such a short kingdom.
Right. I mean, they're the like best that a human couldn't feasibly do in this kingdom is like 213, 214 ish. Um, and this kingdom is very boring and slow, and I wish that we would
I don't.
get to see something else, but that's just the way it is.
Here we see a trick that you don't usually see in lower elos, I guess, in racing, called frog vectoring. And left side coming a little too late.
Yep, they both got left side, which is good. Looks like they did a little bit of setup differences for left side. But left side is very flashy and it only saves about a second, so unless you get it on the first try, you're not really going to save time.
Yes, if you can't do it consistently, you're better off just going around the right side of the cap.
Exactly. However, there are some runners out there that just want the swag factor and go for it anyways.
You're ending with a 218 and SMO David ending with a 221.
218's a fairly solid cap.
Yes, especially since I think the world record cap, not BTT, but world record is like 216, maybe 215?
No, I think it's 214.
214, okay.
Because I remember watching, I don't know if he still has it, but hey there, cool, I think
Yeah, 215.
215? Okay. Alright, so we heard VGR say that he's probably not going to be going for DSS here, so I'm not going to expect him to go for it. We'll see what David does, if he chooses to go for it or not.
Both
If
of
he
them are
wants
just gonna
to
go
attempt...
both of them are just gonna do DS, which is totally acceptable.
Definitely more consistent. However, they are going to be losing about 7 seconds overall to their potential most optimal.
VGR ending with a clean Madame Brutal, and so is SMO David.
Neither of them have really made any mistakes so far. They've both been playing pretty clean. VGR has had a little bit of better movement than David, so that's probably what's giving him the edge right now.
Yes, because of those. For those of you that don't know, lines are very important in this game.
Very important. Not only lines, how you get from one thing to the next, one moon to the next, but also how optimized you make that movement, how many roll boosts you're able to get in that time. If your, your spin throws are well timed, anything out of a dive, everything can be optimized little minute seconds.
You're not cap throwing way too much, losing 0.3 seconds per cap throw.
Okay, neither of them are going for chest clip here. They're both taking the conservative route of going this moon on a cliff here. The chest clip saves about 1 second if you get it. It involves going underneath the kingdom almost and using a moon get animation in order to clip out of bounds and back up to the Odyssey.
A moon clip, as the professionals like to call it.
Yes, isn't that what I said, moon clip?
No, I thought you said moon get animation.
What is a moon get animation?
I don't know, just the animation you get after getting moon, I don't know.
That's a moon get animation.
Anyways, both of them are gonna be heading into
Okay, well, yeah, casual 5-2x, no DSS. Yep. Yep, this is the kind of gameplay you get from a low 58 level racer. You just see them speed through the kingdom. Probably, like we said earlier, going to be seeing a reverse town route. Probably going to use platform clip, which is one of the newest tricks being implemented into a standard 80% run.
Yes. And let's see if in Lake David will go for the triple jump moon clip. And
If he goes for that and gets it again, I'm gonna go wild. In David's last race, he opted to go for the triple jump lake clip. And basically nobody does that in runs. It's basically...
Not even Tyrone himself.
Yeah, Tyrone doesn't even do it, so... it's pretty crazy and he actually got it, so yeah. Guess we'll see if he's bold enough to go for it again.
Iano Bird. And VGR gets it quite nicely.
Pretty crazy, like, it would be pretty crazy, not going for DSS, not going for chest clip, but going for triple jump lake clip. It's like, you don't do two tricks that people actually do in runs, but you do one that people don't.
Both of them get Hyeno Bird quite nicely. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, you're right.
I could not tell you that, Cello.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe? Alright, looks like VGR is probably going for the single bill here. Yep. Great.
Single bill platform clip, and
Yeah, he did great on that one. Ooh, David. He might make it in time to his bullet bill, but I'm not sure. Okay, David did make it, but he had to chase down his bullet bill a little bit. You saw VGR just throw his cap directly, shake out, and he instantly captured the bullet bill, but David had to cap throw across and chase after that bill. Now coming up here for VGR will be the platform clip that we mentioned earlier. He's going to be going to this platform where he did the dram earlier and using that to clip out of bounds and go to the Sphinx Moon back there.
it does seem like David did mess up his movement, so he did have to back up that bullet bill.
So far, David's had pretty good backups, but he's not been getting everything as optimally as he wanted it to. Alright, should make that in time.
Oh my god, that was a perfect cycle.
Yes, that was he got in there right in time, clipped out of bounds, that's what you want.
Yes, that's the exact position of platform. That's like, I want to say the perfect cycle. Because you don't have to wait, you don't have to kill the bullet bill, or anything like that.
Right. VGR, very solid Sand Kingdom. Got through really quickly.
Yes,
SMO
unfortunately,
David, also pretty fast sand. Go ahead.
yes. I was gonna say, unfortunately, we aren't gonna see any sub 10 sand exits, but that's alright.
Well, he didn't do DSS, so
That
he
is
lost
true.
7 seconds there. So
That
if
is
he
true.
had done DSS, it would have been sub 10 easy. Most runners can't get a 10:03 sand with DSS, so. Definitely moving at a very fast speed right now. We'll see what this late clip tells us.
VDR is just gonna go for a regular late clip.
Which is not surprising. Ooh, okay. Got a little bit of a fake clip there. Did get it, but that was like third try.
Yes.
Okay, David is going for triple jump. Did not get it though.
Did not get it.
Unfortunate. If that had worked, I would have been. Oh no, David!
Yes, and that's the rare occurrence of where Mario clips, but Cappy doesn't.
Yes, it is possible where you just kind of do like almost a reverse late clip and just roll the wrong way. So David did opt to go back up and try late clip again. He could have just abandoned that route and went to Rango. Even though it is slower, it could have been an option for him.
Yes, I think in this case it might have been faster.
I was thinking that too. I think I was like, because when he was going down towards the Cheep, I was thinking that he was gonna grab the Cheep and go for the Rango route. But nope, he decided he wanted to go back up and try late clip again.
Well,
Which
it's always
is
good
fine.
practice. Is that what the term's called, hot boy?
Bathtub, I more think as you clip out of bounds, but you go down into the water where you get the purple coins, like you see in like an All Moons run, where someone uses the clip but goes out of bounds but stays out of bounds lower. But David didn't stay out of bounds, he just rolled right through the corner. Alright, VGR right now does have a pretty good chunk of time over David right now.
Yes, but anything can happen in Wooded.
Yes, for sure.
Also, is it just me or is VGR's audio not synced?
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, is this audio like off somewhat? Because it seems off. I was actually about to say the same thing.
I just didn't want to say anything if I'm gonna be completely honest. Huh, weird.
It's synced on stream. Okay, well, I guess it's just us in the VC then that are hearing things.
Voices in our head.
Apparently.
Anyways, here we will see Nut Clip, another moon clip that's very big time save.
Huge. Ooh, okay.
Just gonna mess it up, almost falling down to Deep Woods.
Little
It's like
scary
a
there
long
for a
jump.
second.
Oh, does he have enough fight?
Okay,
Oh my god.
he's fine.
Everything's fine, Chad.
That was almost very bad twice.
Yes.
But he managed to save himself both times. So not gonna be a major time loss, thankfully, for VGR, but just a little baby time loss. Alright, well, let's see what David's nut clip does.
He made it. And he goes for the wall jump instead. Which is very respectable since a long jump is actually really hard.
Right. Yeah, David's nut clip was a little cleaner than VGR's.
It's fine. It's fine, Saren.
It's fine. We'll live.
Maybe. No, but a clean FRS from VGR with the I think that's the roll boost.
They just
roll
posted it
boost,
in chat.
Triple jump that saves like.
David was being safe there, grabbed the checkpoint in case he dies, which is nice. That way, if he dies doing Flower Road skip, he will teleport back to the flag and not the shop. But he's good so far.
Now, Celtics, that wasn't actually the 0.5 second time save because he only did one roll boost after FRS.
I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to how many roll boosts he did.
Both runners are gonna go for Spirits.
Which isn't surprising. Ooh,
VGR is gonna take damage.
Yeah. Messed up his cycle there a little bit in flooded pipes. Little bit of time
No,
lost
David,
there.
no.
Fun wooded, yep, fun wooded for you. Good wooded. You kept us on our toes a little bit during that nut clip, but we're fine.
More like I almost had a heart attack watching VGR.
Worried he was gonna fall into deep woods or something.
Yes.
If you fell into deep woods, you lose like a full minute.
Not really, because you can collect a lot of quick moons in deep woods.
Okay, David, for some reason did a down throw, collected the 3 purple coins in there. No reason for that whatsoever. Other than
5 points.
he likes purple coins, I guess.
I mean, he is a world record holder for all purple coin.
This is
Close
true. Yeah, maybe muscle memory.
Yes, SMO David is known as the APC PG guy.
Or just the APC guy.
Yes.
VGR got the hint art, heading over to Bowser.
At the hat. And
The strap minute.
And he realized that he was on a bad angle for the minute, so he had to move.
Ooh, David got a cloud boost there. Very nice.
Yes. We always love to see a cloud boost.
It's very satisfying.
Here we see David's cloud.
I mean, I've seen David play cloud before, yeah, if that's what you're
Oh, he
asking. Ooh, he
does
didn't
miss
get the hint art.
art.
So he's gonna have to go for it in Metro then. Oh no, he messed up his fast hat too. This is an overall Sag Cloud Kingdom for David.
No matter,
Definitely
there's
not
so much more
cloudy
time
one.
to save.
Here in Lost, I'm expecting to just see like a standard high-level Lost from VGR here. There really isn't anything too flashy going on in this kingdom.
Wait, David's the BTT holder for Cloud?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, VGR is... VGR, stop giving us heart attacks!
No, he just wants to keep us on our toes, obviously.
It's gonna go for reverse torpedo.
Gets
It's
it.
just fine.
Cage
Just
triple.
Brutal cage triple.
I
Other
mean,
than
compared to
that,
a lot of the other things he's doing, that's definitely not brutal.
Yes. Other than that bonk, VGR's loss was very clean. And it seems like David is gonna have a cleaner if he gets reverse triple and cage triple. Because he didn't not bonk. He did not give us the heart attack bonk.
Not the greatest line there in the reverse torpedo, but I think it should work. Yep.
No, he does.
Okay, he's fine. He's not dead.
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. Everything's fine here, folks.
The runners are just keeping the comms on our toes here. They're making sure to give us a good scare, but saving themselves. So, you know, that's just how it is.
Rain bounce always scares me when people go for it in Night Metro.
That was really clean though from VGR.
Was- That is Heck the Goomba, but that is not Goomba Heck.
True. Goomba Heck is entirely
Oh
different
no,
thing.
VGR is gonna take a ball. I'm trying to do the
He-
fast tracks.
That was barely a bonk. He bonked right on the railing there. We'll lose him maybe 5 seconds or so. Here would be the
Here,
Goomba
he's
Heck.
gonna go for Goomba Heck. That gets her quite nicely.
Alright, David is heading up into the same area here now.
Is gonna go for the safer double jump strat, which is very acceptable, which is very respectable.
And Goomba Heck.
Here we see VGR in one of the most hated boss fights in the entire game, at least from my perspective.
Nah, I mean, I don't know if I'd say the most hated.
Well, most hated in any percent.
That's still even a stretch in my opinion. But, you know, everyone's got their own opinions. Everyone's allowed to like and dislike separate bosses. It's the worst, but okay. Cool.
That was a very clean pattern by VGR. Let's see how David does.
You agree, VGR? Dang.
Yeah, I'd say the most hated boss in general would be Cookatiel, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah, Cookatiel
Maybe.
sucks.
Yeah, in my opinion, Cookatiel's the worst boss in general, but
Would have been gold without that bomb. Damn.
damn.
Unfortunate. Alright, not perfect shooting from David, but solid enough.
Yes,
Definitely good enough.
it was still a very good night metro by David. Yeah, Hot Boy, that's the main reason why.
Yeah. I will
no real
see
quote-unquote
that
fast strats.
the RNG, you know, is not fun. Ooh, good drive-by from VGR.
Well, now we know that VGR is a shooter, because he does a drive-by all the time. Well, I think a lot of top runners are shooters. VGR is gonna miss the bench, doesn't want to be friends with anybody.
Yeah, that poor guy, all he wants is a friend.
Yes, but VGR just did not. VGR just teases him for a bit. Tisk tisk.
Right, yep, David also got the drive-by. But bonked on the railing afterwards.
Yeah, VGR, you're making Saren. You're teasing Saren. How dare you?
Sad.
VGR is gonna go for bullet building, getting the slots moving quite nicely. And see, David wants to be Saren's friend. Why don't you, VGR? God.
Alright.
Now, here's
Probably the
scary
hardest part
for
right
VGR.
here for VGR is gonna be solid so far.
A clean slots moon from David and a very clean bullet building from VGR.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can hope it to go. See how David's bullet building goes.
She'll go fine.
Watch you curse him.
Oh god. If this doesn't go fine, everybody can blame me, alright? Commentator's curse.
I know, I've been burnt on that many times.
See, it's fine.
Alright, it was fine. You're safe this time. Alright, so this pool here, VGR does not need the hint art. He got it in Cloud, but when David comes over there, he will need it.
Unless he decides not to go for Spiritless Luncheon.
Yeah, but he'd
Maybe.
still have to make sure he's got 100 coins by Snow, and he only has like 22, I think.
Oh. I just know in one race somebody already had 100 coins. I think from Platform Clip.
Yeah, David did do platform clip, but I don't think he grabbed any of the coins.
We didn't see a reverse people's room from VGR, but will we see it from David?
I don't know.
You should be VGR. David is gonna take a poke on the key sign. What? The darn key sign. Oh, it does seem like he's attempting it.
See how it goes.
And he
Oh,
does get it!
This movement is crazy. Ooh.
Oh no, 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 oh no!
Definitely not what David wanted. He forgot to grab the switch. Or did he just not make it in time?
Just didn't make it in time.
Oh,
He got stuck on one of the people when rolling.
it's sad. That's really sad, David. Because he got the really good reverse in people's room in the beginning.
Well, I
And
think
then
David.
just
Go ahead.
and then just ran into people.
Yes, he got stuck on people, but I think David still wins because he wanted to be Saren's friend first. VGR is gonna go for the safer first moon, first Chivalry moon anyways. I forget what it's called.
I just call it like the boxes moon. But someone else might call it something different. David is over there by Toad. We'll head over into Shiveria. VGR did get that moon clip.
David did goes for a vault instead of a triple jump, which I personally have never seen, but honestly, it's seen a lot
It
of
works.
vaults seem to be faster than triple jumps.
I mean, hey, if it works for him, then, you know, I'm not gonna...
If it works, it works.
The movement in this game is so fluid. There's so many different ways that you can achieve different things. So, you know, runners really get to pick what works best for them.
David is gonna miss. Either he didn't go for it or he missed it. The moon clip. I honestly cannot tell with that one.
I mean, it's not a huge time loss or anything, so I'm not gonna go crying
It's
over
only
it.
about like 1.5 seconds, I think.
About that, yeah.
VGR with a very nice triple to the moon.
This is one of the few kingdoms that you'll see our gamers getting story moons that are not required, because there's such a small story moon or moon pool overall in snow.
It's until you do Bumble, where it does. I think it increases because of outside snow.
Yes, Bountiful will clear up a lot of moons, but you won't see that in any percent because it's way too slow.
Yes, you will see it in World Peace, AUM, 100%, whatever long category you can think
Yeah,
of.
well, World Peace, it's required by default because it's part of the peace component. And that's the only
Yes.
reason you do it. Okay, let's see the Snowdram. Got it. Very nice snow from VGR.
And now we see the prages for David. Now,
Yeah, he will be coming up on Snowdram, which I definitely wouldn't say it's the hardest in this kingdom by any means, or not in this kingdom, but in this run.
maybe a close third, but definitely not the hardest.
Depends on what level you're at.
And does get a very clean Snowdram as well.
Nice, nice.
VGR is not going to get the value dive, which is very common here.
Yeah, I mean, they're common in general, but they do happen in a lot of places at a more concentrated rate.
Just checking now, and it seems like David is actually 4 seconds ahead of his
That's of
tournament
his
PB.
tournament PB, which is a 1:00:45. So based on that, he's not currently on sub-hour pace. I did run over to VGR stream, but he's not running with a comparison on, so I don't know what his comparison looks like right now.
And he is going to go for a fish dip, and does get it, but can he stay out of bounds?
That is the question. He's out of the woods right now. It's easiest to clip out of bounds right away in the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Scared me a little bit, but I'm fine.
I mean, he has made some mistakes, so I'm not surprised that he's plus 40. Still, it's very good pace nonetheless.
David's trying the fish and
Yep.
dips.
And he takes it slowly, which is very respectable when doing this. Because clipping back in bounds is very common with fish dip.
Very. Right. Pretty solid.
VGR is going to end with 3705 Seaside.
Which is pretty solid pace.
Yes.
Very nice salt jump there.
Hull triple is very, I want to say, scuffed sometimes.
Sometimes it can be, for sure. Depends on who's playing.
Yes. Like if you're talking to me, then yes, I would say that's very scuffed. But when talking to a high level player, it's probably a completely different story.
VGR had a good arena skip here in Luncheon Kingdom, going for the Spiritless route, which is not a surprise. We'll see how the rest of this kingdom goes. There's a lot of stuff where comms will be on our toes, but hopefully VGR can pull everything out well.
It's gonna be slightly too low during the movement, but only loses like 0.1 seconds, I think. No, Dave falling. Oh my god.
Okay, no, he's fine. You're fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
Okay, VGR messed up the slots there. He had the first 4 correctly, but then he didn't throw off his cap correctly in order to get that last moon there, so having to redo slots.
Gonna do arena skip. And gets it just fine. Yes, Hot Boy, we're totally fine. I'm totally not gonna have a heart attack after this.
Oh no, David! Managed to save himself from death, but falling in the Pepto-Bismol, taking 2 hits of damage.
Peter is gonna get stuck on the wall. Which is kind of something that I've never seen, if I'm going to be completely honest. But David getting a very clean stance on the first try, which is good. Sadly, we see no salt clip.
Which isn't surprising. It's not a very common clip
Yes.
by any means.
And runners, when doing this, are actually forced to do triple jumps there because they want to conserve their momentum. If they don't have enough speed while doing that triple jump with the turnip, they will miss the turnip, and it will either you will die or the turnip will just like, I guess, get destroyed.
Yeah, fall in the Pepto-Bismol.
David is gonna do another APC trick.
Cool. Yep, David. Hard to say if it's just muscle memory or if he's wanting to get the purple coins.
I would say wanting to, because it is good practice for some of the APC movement. But you never know. The up throw is betraying David here. And here we see
Rage for VGR. Got the blocks. Made it across. Let's go.
Yes.
That is a tough trick. Love the way that VGR spin throw to open the door and also used it as his roll cancel. Just slid right in the door. It was very satisfying.
So that's a weird instance of if it's not on screen, it does not exist, because it does seem like the moon was inside of the Potaboo's hitbox, but VGR did not collect it.
Now David will be coming up here on the invisible block jump.
Rages for David.
Rage.
Oh, and he does fall in the... No, he does fall in the lava, unfortunately.
Well,
But he's
that's
gonna try
about the
again.
best place that you can mess up because you can reset yourself.
Yes.
If you're halfway through it already, you're gonna die. But where he messed up is the best place to mess up if you're gonna do it. Manages to make it across. And survive, luckily. Otherwise, he would end up back in the shop.
David also doing that slip into the door.
Isn't that just very satisfying?
Yes.
Alright, now we
VGR
see
is gonna be doing the auto scroller.
Yes. Lots of fun gaming right here. Just, you know, standing there waiting for something to happen.
At least on the second and third phases, I think. Because on the first phase, you always just do everything that you possibly can.
Alright, well, while we're here in Ruin Kingdom, we will just shout out, if you type in the chat SMO League, there is a link to the SMO tournament pool. You are able to donate to the winner of the League Pro Tournament. This includes a couple of vote gamers like Buster Doggy and Dansta. So you can go ahead and check that out. Also, make sure to check out our runners. They are both very excellent at this game and both very much worth a follow.
Yes, but Tad Coco, this isn't tasks, this is humans actually playing the game.
Yes, these are
Technically not a
real, live people holding a controller somewhere in the world, making Mario go fast. No, this is not tasks, believe it or not.
Yes, and neither is this BTT. It might be, but who knows.
No, this does not look like BTC. Not to say that they aren't going fast.
Well, I was just saying because because David is also the king of Ruined.
He is one of the kings of Ruined. I would also say that Hey There Cool is also a king of Ruined. I would say they both could make an argument for that title. Hey There Cool is the only other person than Tyrone that has a world record on the main boards, so...
Yes, which is the good 100%, but and the bad 100%.
Yeah, runners of this game tend not to be a fan of 100%, because there's lots of coin grinding.
It's just about an hour longer overall.
Yes.
That was a very clean ogre by VGR.
Yep, and David is heading out of Ruin. Good Ruin for him.
And let's see, will he go for new shards? It does seem like you will.
Despite how easy you would think just grabbing 5 moon shards and grabbing the moon would be, it is not that. It is tough, and VGR just made that look way easier than it should.
Yes.
Because that is really hard, and he did it perfectly.
Don't get too excited there, Hot Boy. We don't want anything happening. I'm kidding. Nothing. Kidding, obviously. VGR is
Alright.
gonna miss the dive, unfortunately. The dive buffer. I don't actually know how to do that.
Alright. Ogre for David, and then Harriet for VGR.
It does seem like we are gonna see Sarbamba. But will he get it? That is the question. Because sometimes the bomb does just not want to work.
Oh, he got it.
Gets
He
just
got
fine.
it.
It does only get 2 hops, which is very good in this case.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, that's about as good of a Harriet fight as you can ask for. Oh, David's doing the down throw strat to get the 4th shard. Oh, he got it. Let's go.
I have never seen that before, if I'm going to be completely honest. But it looked really cool.
The first time I saw that was when Hey There Cool was testing that strategy on stream once. This was a while back. But I always remember pogging about it. Hello, Joe Cool 57 underscore and friends. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well.
We're seeing 2 top level runners here duking out to take it all. We'll take it all for now.
Yeah, this isn't the final. But we have VGR and SMO David here doing some Mario gaming. Right. David is also going for Zarbamba. Looks like that should work. Yep.
Yep. It's a very clean Harriet.
Yep, they both had good Harriets. Now let's see how VGR's mech goes. Brage for a good mech.
Yes. Because mech is one of the scariest parts of Bowser's.
Especially when you're on a good run.
It's gonna go for the trick jump version of that instead of just doing the safer diving on a platform and backward diving. It's gonna go for the faster target acquired. I don't know.
Very
what it's called.
nice. Good mech.
Very good mech.
I've heard a lot of runners say that that version of TA is actually easier than the other one, despite it being perceived as like harder. But that's just some opinions that I've heard.
It might just be because you have more height. Who knows? I would say it's harder until you practice it. Oh, that is also true. I would say it's harder until you practice it because it does mess with your muscle memory a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I could just be spewing nonsense. Who knows?
Alright. Now let's see how David's mech goes.
Rage is in the chat for David as well.
Yeah. Oh no!
David is gonna fall.
No! Yes, there is, Joe. I will post the links in chat there. SMOS. There is a bracket and a stat sheet.
Yes, the top link is the bracket. The bottom link is the spreadsheet for mostly just for head-to-head comparisons.
Or if you just want to see what runners got which tricks, that kind of thing.
Also, it does seem like VGR can get a 58 run here.
What was his Bowser exit? Do you know?
I think it was a 53 something.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's true, then it was possible.
I think David was deciding whether to go for target acquired or just normal mech.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like he chose to.
Oh no!
Okay, David,
Stop.
David, please, David, please. Can you not?
Here is gonna go for one wall jump and skip it, gets it just fine. Well, Massey, sometimes your brain can be very indecisive. 'Cause I know my brain sometimes is.
Oh yeah, same.
Now let's see, will VGR go for will any of them go for 2 DSS? That is the very big question.
I would doubt it.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Who
knows?
I hope, but I doubt it.
You know, not only like.
Oh, okay, Zephyr. Then I guess that's one no.
Yeah, I mean, second place doesn't even have it in there, so you know.
Wait, Buster didn't even go for 2 DSS in his.
No,
What?
he didn't do it in PB.
Huh. Okay then.
So David is heading into Moon Kingdom. Unfortunately, does not look like he can sub-hour this run. Just see what VGR's escape holds.
Yeah, Hotboy, that makes sense, because it does seem like it's mostly just a world record trick. I'm gonna be completely honest, because it does.
I mean, a
seem
few
harder.
people do it for swag, but you know.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when doing it seriously, it's not necessarily doing it. Because I think Tyronen's 56 was also like hesitating to do it.
But I mean, if he hadn't have done it, he wouldn't have gotten 56 because it saved 7 seconds, and he got 56.55. So it would have been a 57.02 if he hadn't have done it.
Yes, I think I remember watching the VOD. He was like discussing about it, like whether he should do it or not. And then,
Guys-
but he also said that he had to do it.
I think VGR is gonna end up with a low 59 here.
Unless his pillars is just like god tier.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying he would need he's probably gonna get a low 59. You can post some cat gems in the chat.
Is there very cat jams or triple up steps in chat? Yeah, that does seem to be 5902. 01.
Like 01.
Yeah, that
Looking
was
at
it.
VGR's splits on his stream, it was a 5902.
Oh, okay, it's 5902.43.
GG. That is the best run we have seen so far in this West Division, I believe. So congrats to VGR on that run. Thank you for showcasing your skills to us.
Now we get to see David finishing off Moon with the, well, not finishing off, but is in the Bowser fight section. Does get the fast hats, which is very puggers. I feel cringe just for saying that.
For saying poggers.
Yes.
Don't worry. What an interesting camera angle David was doing there. Just looking directly down at Bowser.
We're not going to see 2D assists from David, unfortunately. It would be kind of cool to see a runner do it, but it's definitely not necessary.
No. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone playing in the league that does it on a regular basis. You can for sure correct me if I'm wrong, though.
I could say the same thing because I know that Buster doesn't do it now, anyways. Donsta doesn't do it, and I don't really know many people in the league. If I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, you can post some more cat jams for David to finish out this run.
Triple up steps or LeBron champs, just no Pepe D's.
Yeah, I mean, VGR had a good pillars, it just the rest of the run wasn't quite good enough to give him a 58, but still definitely good run.
Seems like David is gonna get a 102.07.
Alright, GG to David. Alright, runners, if you want to say anything, you can unmute.
Hi.
Hey, how do you feel about your run?
I'd say pretty good. A lot of the mistakes I made, as you guys probably could tell, were silly. Like, especially in Wooded and Lost.
Yes, that nut clip was nut clip out of bounds movement was giving me a heart attack the entire time.
Oh, don't worry, me too. And, but yeah, other than those two kingdoms and, oh yeah, Night Metro, the run overall was pretty good. And Luncheon. Luncheon was pretty bad too. Only really because of slots.
Yeah, we saw that you missed just that one slot there on the edge, but you managed to save yourself from any major disasters, and you've pulled out the best run we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think I would have gotten around a 6 flat if I hadn't messed up slots, which is pretty good for me, especially in a race or a run in general.
Yes, there is another run coming up.
GG's. That's about it.
Well, GG's.
GG's to you, and congratulations, you will be moving on.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you. All right, yeah, stick around. We do have another race coming up after this one.